or am I standing alone?
No, I'm coming over here with you.
Sounds good. I missed the whole part about what temperature they're breaking it on and all that stuff. So.
Oh. Well, we don't care about that
Yeah.
stuff. Step
Okay.
right back here. Okay. I already got your name, so we'll start out. I'll make sure we're recording. We are. Start out at the camera, and then it's just whatever we want to talk about.
Sounds good.
Okay. Welcome back. I'm here with Chef Stephanie Peterson from Panhandle Milding, and Chef Peterson, let's try that again.
Milding.
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 Building supplies.
Building supplies.
Okay. Welcome back. I'm here with Chef Stephanie Peterson, expert contractor and builder at Home Depot. And okay, maybe I got that out of my system now. All right, we'll start right here. Welcome back. I'm here with Chef Stephanie Peterson from Panhandle Milling. And Stephanie, yesterday we made the dough balls with Panhandle Milling flour. They formed them into dough balls. They proofed, and now behind us here, they're cooking them up. And they're really knocking it out of the park, aren't they?
They are. I've never seen so many pizza in such a short amount of time as I've seen come out today. And they seem to be having a good time too. I see a lot of smiling, a little cursing when they burn their hands, but they're doing pretty good, aren't they?
You know, I think they're happy because, you know, you anticipate how difficult is this going to be? And then after you get into it, you realize, hey, this is pretty easy. That their confidence factor goes up a little bit. So now they're kind of relaxing. And, you know, we're seeing some beautiful structure from the dough that we made from Panhandle Milling. Just some gorgeous crust coming out of the oven.
Thank you. I think so too. They're getting really good bubbles, good structure, that crowning around the outside, which is what you really want, so you can really get that crunch and texture that you're craving when you have pizza. So they're just looking gorgeous, and I love seeing how excited they are. They're really having fun.
They are excited, and as you mentioned, they've literally made hundreds of pizzas. Yeah. We're here in downtown Denver, the Mile High City, and they are serving people who are just walking by the street, so there's been hundreds of people as well. But all is going well on the dough end thanks to a good product going in, which is Panhandle Milling. And you make all kinds of products, you know, for the bakers out there, from tortillas to baking to bread and pizzas, etc. But all of your flours really play well with pizza, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. We have many that are just perfectly designed protein and texture wise to work for flatbreads and for pizza. The high gluten flour that they're using here for these ones is for higher altitude and to give it that extra structure that it needs with the quicker rise that they're going to get with this thinner air up in Colorado. So we kind of tapered, made it custom to this event, but I love that we have the ability to do that and that we can control the protein content in all of the flours that people are ordering from us.
Yeah, all of that's very important. And earlier we had an off-camera discussion about gluten-free pizza dough, and I said, yeah, a lot of it's kind of tasteless, and you said, not mine.
Not mine.
And you said, you actually combine a few that those who maybe have a small sensitivity to gluten get along fine with.
Absolutely. And one of the things I did before I started working as an R&D chef was I did farmers markets, and my specialty was gluten-free. And so my sister who's gluten-free, she tasted my bread and she started crying because this is the bread I left to be gluten-free. Like, she was so happy. And a lot of that is just combining a few more grains and more depth of flavor to those flours to give you that, because most gluten-free is a short, quick rise, and so you're not going to get the depth of flavor that you would get otherwise. So we have to combine maybe sprouted grains or that which give it that depth of flavor and just change it up just a little bit to make it amazing. But yeah, for those who can have a little bit of gluten or have gluten intolerance but can have ancient wheat, we have the kamut grain, which is fantastic for that. And that's a wheat product, but it's an ancient wheat. So there's options for those gluten-freers out there for sure.
You know, thanks to Panhandle Milling, there's options. Yes. You really have the whole spectrum from double zero flour to kamut that you mentioned.
Yes.
And so if, a baker out there needs a flour, or maybe I want something formulated to my needs, you're going to be helping them do that.
Absolutely. We have a world-renowned food scientist on our staff named Elizabeth Arndt. She's spoken at national and like the World Theater about grain, and she's our head formulation person, and I'm her sidekick for the culinary side and the R&D. Now you've made this amazing formulation, and what can we do to make it more home friendly when we do home friendly recipes for products that go into grocery stores, but then also, now the applications for all of the bakers out there, for all of the industrial big companies out there. We can fit all of those, and then we can also fit all these guys that are just doing, a couple hundred pizzas on a weekend. So we have a great team to be able to make it fit people's lives.
That is really cool. And no pun intended, but you have whet my appetite, and I'm certain all the viewers out there. What's the best way for them to learn more about Panhandle Milling?
The best way is to find us at panhandlemilling.com, and that's our wonderful website. It's easy to find.
Easy enough. Stephanie, thanks for being on again.
Thank you so much.
We may have to shoot that one over again because your teeth are so white, they're probably reflecting off the lens.